absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
I'm a big fan of yours.
Thank you.
You know, I'll be stalking your page. I'll be like, this is amazing. I'm
doing the best I can.
This is, okay, everyone, welcome to the JahZara After Dark show. I am JahZara. This is my special guest, B. Williams, aka Brandon Williams.
What's happening, y'all?
Grammy-nominated artist, Grammy-nominated producer, right? Artist, musician. He is everything that Detroit is proud of.
That's dope.
And I am honored to have him here on my show. And he is going to talk about his album. Now, your last album, you had quite a few collaborations.
I did.
Yeah, you had some Nard Porter and Robert Gasper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's real cool brother.
Yeah,
and,
he is. He crazy as mess, but
like
Rob is nuts.
It's
he's a good cat.
Yeah, absolutely. And Moonchild. So you had a lot of, cool collaborations. And with this new album, The Love Factor. Yeah, this is dope because you have a pretty awesome collaboration, with the new single In
Right.
Love.
Yeah, yes. Brian McKnight Jr. He's an amazing young cat.
Yeah.
I first saw him. He was on tour with his dad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, this maybe 6-7 years ago.
Oh,
and,
wow.
I'm like, I'm gonna have to pull him and do something with him one day. So I reached out to him probably 3 years ago.
Okay.
And said, dude, I want to do something with you, and when it's time, I'm gonna hit you up. So I hit him up in like April of this year.
Okay.
And in May, we had the song done.
Wow.
Yeah.
That quick.
That quick. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So
quick.
What made you say, okay, I'm gonna do a love album? Clearly, but what inspired this? What made you say, okay, I'm gonna dive into some baby making music, some new wedding music?
Because it's kind of what I do best.
Yeah.
It's just what I do. I was just talking about, people were talking about my sound, and I think my sound is more of a feeling.
Yeah, absolutely.
I make people feel love.
Mm-hmm,
and that's just kind of what I'm about. I love love.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are like that, but that can be dangerous territory, and we can get into that later.
Right.
Falling in love with love, and I was just talking about that on Instagram, but that can be real dangerous.
Yeah.
To fall in love with love, but the new album is gonna be good. Some collaborations we got. Of course, Brian McKnight Jr. and doing a joint with Monifa right now.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, Monifa, she's extra dope. Eric Roberson, we got one together.
Okay.
And me and Alex Isley, we teamed up again.
Oh.
So this is kind of a part 2
yes.
of Leave Love Be. It's called Say You Love Me. It's gonna be really, really dope.
Ooh, yes. I look forward to that.
Yeah, and then pulled in, some players from the Detroit Symphony again.
Okay.
We did that whole thing. I got Marcus Miller on the album. And I mean, it's a ton of people. Yeah, a ton of people. Not as many as last time. I think this album, it may only be, I don't know, maybe 50 people versus 100 and something.
You had quite a few big names on there. But over the years, you've worked with Stevie Wonder, Aretha Franklin, Isley Brothers. You've worked with a lot of legends.
Yeah.
And that really speaks volumes, because like you go back and you talk about like feeling. And when I think of Aretha Franklin and Stevie Wonder, I think of feeling. Like everything is, it's coming from pain, it's coming from passion, it's coming from love, it's coming from, it's authentic, good music, and this is music that's going to carry on from 20, 30 years from now.
Yeah.
That's like, that separates from like trendy stuff into like, stuff that you could still play in reunions. You could play at, family reunions, weddings, when you trying to make a baby,
I'm all about that.
We need
to continue to populate
because
we got people behind the curtain that's trying to depopulate. Yeah. So, and that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, absolutely.
But depopulation is real.
Yeah.
And we need more people around here.
Yeah.
And and love is just so important. Like the name of the album, The Love Factor. The reason why you have me here is because of the love that you have for me and what I do.
Yeah,
and love is just kind of what so just hypothetical. You probably have a best friend, and if your best friend was stranded in the desert and you didn't have a car, you would try to figure out, like, how am I going to get you out of this desert? If I need to walk to you, whatever I need to do to get you from where you are, you know, that's love. You know, what you do for your children, the sacrifices that you make. You know, it's just a lot. You know, love is just such an important thing in life, and people don't pay enough attention to it and place enough importance on, you know, on love, on what love really means.
I truly believe love is the root of all things wonderful. You know, without it, without love for yourself, love for what you do, like we could not exist in this world. We really couldn't. You know, and I'm so glad that you created this album. Now, this album, like from start to finish, how long did it take to create the whole album?
I will be done with this thing, I'm guessing, within the next 2 months or so. So we're looking at 4 years again. Like 12 took 4 years to get done. I started it in 2010, I believe. I was in South Africa. And that's where I did the first song for that one. It came out in 2014, and right after that one was released. I was kind of working on this one at the time that one was released, but I really got into it heavy in 2015. So it'll probably end up being 4 years.
I truly believe that all beautiful things are going to take time. Nothing. We were just talking. I was talking with someone else, and we were in the studio. We were just talking about like D'Angelo, the Vanguard. And it took like 8 years. So it's like,
I got my own opinions on that one.
I
got my own opinions on that one.
But you know, it was. I do feel like, you know, you definitely want to take your time. You know, the last album was amazing. The collaboration with Denai Porter, that's one of my favorite.
Denai is great.
He's amazing. Intimidation, and then Where Do We Go? That was that was amazing. Like it's one of those albums where you don't stop. You just let it play. You let it play.
You know, people don't make records like that anymore.
No.
People are so about the single. And people are like in the studio creating, thinking about this is a single, and this is a single, and this is a single. But I think it should be more about the journey. You know, the records that I used to listen to, you know, in the 80s and 90s, like, you know, the album did this. You know, you could just put it on and leave it on for 45 minutes. You know, 35 minutes, you know, was kind of standard, you know, in the 80s. But between 30 and 60 minutes, you just put it on and you just let it ride. I mean, it may have been one, you know, that wasn't kind of your thing, but you still didn't have to skip it. You wanted to just let it play and let it do what it, you know, let it do what it does. You know, I was supposed to say, but that's kind of, you know, not necessarily what I'm trying to bring back, because people are doing it. I just want to have my hand in that. And, you know, and creating,
it's your baby.
You know, creating a journey.
You want to take it very seriously, and you took the words out of my mouth, because when you hear good music, it's like you get lost in the music, and you forget where you at. You know, and it's like, sometimes that music kind of gets you through the work. It gets you to that, you know, it gets you to, you know, when you're traveling and you just want to put on some good music, and you want to just kind of be in the zone. And like the last album, it took me there. I was like, oh my freaking God. I see why everybody wants to collaborate with you. I see why. It makes sense. You know, this is like good, feel good music.
And that's what I'm about. Music that feels good. You know, and of course sounds good. But I'm so about the feeling of it all.
Absolutely. And with all of the accomplishments and achievements and like all these collaborations with, you know, legends, you know, it's nice to be able to still see our own in Baker's Lounge and Cliff Bells and, you know, all these wonderful staples that people can come to and like listen to some good music. Like Detroit will always be your love. And
Detroit is home.
Absolutely. I feel that.
Detroit is home. I'm kind of moving away from performing around the city as much. But yeah, Detroit will always be home. It'll always be home. I'll always, you know, do stuff in Detroit.
Please don't go nowhere.
I ain't going. Like I just cut back.
Just like everybody kind of go to New York and go to Atlanta and like Chicago, or they relocate. But it's nice to see like, you know, great musicians kind of just stay here, because we wanna hold on to you. And you know, when you you have a show, like everybody shows up, like, and that's what I love about Detroit, is that we really support our own. We are faithful. We gon', if there's a show, we gonna come to it.
Yeah, if you got people that support you, people support you.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, yeah. So, your album.
What you got?
In Love with Brian McKnight Jr. It's just so sexy. It's like I want to, like, after a long day of work and I'm like taking a hot bath, I just want to like listen to that album.
I mean,
it's like I just want to relax.
It's a good song. Brian, like I created that specifically for him. He was the only voice that I heard on it, so I crafted it, kind of around his voice and what I heard him do live. And he's just, he's an amazing cat. He's working on his own stuff. Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing what he has coming out. But, it's Brian McKnight's son, so. Yeah. You
can't go wrong. Brian McKnight's son. No. You cannot go wrong.
He's really dope. He's, got a lot from his father. And his mom, Julie, she's actually a really great vocalist too.
Oh,
so
wow.
He gets it from both sides. Yeah, Julie, she's great. She does it on the house music side. She's really, really dope.
Okay.
Does a lot of stuff with Louis Vega.
Okay.
Yeah, she's good. But yeah, Brian is dope. Yeah. And I think we created a good one.
I think so too. Yeah. I think so too. So where can we download this single?
It's on all of the platforms. So, streaming is that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah.
We can get into that if you want. But iTunes, Amazon, all of the regular spots that people get the music from.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I have this new thing where I'm asking, all my guests like a couple of questions, just some random questions.
I'm ready.
Okay. You ready? You ready? Okay, let me get something to do with you.
I'm ready.
Okay. Now these are some random questions you gotta be ready to answer.
Okay.
All right.
We're gonna see how good I am.
All right. Sub or dome?
Wait. Okay, slow down. Take it back.
Submissive or dominant?
You know what? So do I just have to choose one?
You have to choose one. You don't have to give it. You don't have to explain nothing. You got to go into it.
Dominant.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
Dominant. It's a time and place for submission, but me being a male and and a Leo, I'm gonna go with the Leo thing.
Lion.
I'm gonna go with the Leo thing, and I'm gonna say dominant.
Okay, yeah. Leo energy. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say dominant.
Okay, all right.
It makes sense, right?
Yeah, make all the sense. I'm not even gonna ask. Okay, so peach cobbler or sweet potato pie?
Neither. You can pull my black card right now.
I'm revoking it.
I'm telling you.
How dare you?
I'm serious.
Do y'all hear this?
I don't need either one of them.
Okay, what you gonna eat at Thanksgiving?
Banana pudding if somebody made it.
I make a mean banana pudding.
I'll take some.
I got a recipe from Emma Pearl, my grandmother, who raised me. I can throw down on a banana pudding. And peach cobbler is my specialty. But banana pudding.
If you make some, I'll come pick some up.
Okay, I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
Yeah, banana pudding. That's my thing.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
What was the last song you played?
The last song that I played.
Did you listen to?
I've Got You Under My Skin. Originally performed by Frank Sinatra, but the last version that I listened to was from Yvonne Lins out of Brazil.
Okay. When was the last time you got fucked up?
What do you mean?
When was the last time you got like just pissy drunk and you?
Okay.
You like what you mean?
Because that can go a whole bunch of different ways.
Right.
You can be talking about feelings. You can
right.
be talking about, getting your tail kicked. Oh man, probably my birthday in 2009. I was performing at a place called Lola's over in Harmony Park, and it was the last event that they had there before they closed. And I was performing. I don't know, 300-400 people came. It was a really great birthday party. But where I made my mistake is I didn't tell the people at the bar not to give me anything else other than this one drink. So whenever people, when people came up, what you drinking? I'm drinking whatever you drinking. So, and that was a really bad move. So I had Long Island's and vodka gimlets, and I had some beer, and I had cognac and brandy. I mean, and everything. And I was on my motorcycle this night. So it was really, really bad. And I'll never forget, and this is a really terrible story. I'll never forget, my dad was looking at me as I was getting ready to pull off on my bike. And he was like, son, you okay? Because I get you a room, you know, across the street. I'm like, Dad, I'm good. You know, he's kind of looking at me like, you really not good. But you grown. So if you know, I'm going to trust you. You say you good, I'm going to let you go ahead and do your thing. And I'll never forget, I was riding down the street, headed toward my house. I just turned the corner off of Gratiot. And I fell asleep on my bike. And I'm not even sure I fell asleep. I'm pretty sure if I was that drunk, I passed out. So I passed out on my bike, and when I came to, I was just about to hit this truck. Literally, I was probably not even a foot from this truck. So when I came to, I headed right at it. I had to make a quick move, and 20 seconds later, I was home. But yeah, it could have been really bad. But I had too much work to do, so I'm still here.
Oh my God.
Terrible story.
Can you imagine life without Brandon Williams? Like, can you imagine? I can't even imagine all the music and just
terrible.
But you never make that mistake again. It's like once you come close to it, you like, oh, that's it.
Yeah, it takes a lot for me to, you know, to get like drunk.
Right.
I can drink 10, 15, 20 drinks and be straight. Yeah, my tolerance is it's really bad actually. That I can drink 20 drinks and be okay. Right. But yeah, so that was the last time, 2009.
You said 2009. You said the last time you got fucked up.
I learned my lesson.
You was like, that was it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
9 years later, you're like, I ain't ever getting like that ever
like
again.
That.
I know that's right. So, okay, last question.
Last one.
Oh no.
Okay.
Hugs or cuddle?
Cuddle.
Oh, me too.
Cuddle.
But I give a mean hug.
I give really nice hugs.
I'm like a professional hugger. Like, I think if I wasn't doing this, I would just be like a professional cuddler. Like, I would just cuddle with people.
People do that though.
Yeah, you know, people in New York do that.
They do like professional huggers and professional cuddlers. Like, yeah, my husband was out of town, so and he don't mind, you know, this professional cuddler coming over and just cuddling with me.
They say it decreases depression.
I mean, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I mean, some people just need that. You know, some people are tactile. Yeah, tactile like that. They need, you know, touch and, you know, in a non-sexual way.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and I'm sure that, you know, that you have to deal with that. You know, I was watching this one interview with this guy. I think he was in New York. And he was saying that, you know, of course there's going to be sexual tension there, but they just deal with that however they deal with it. Like,
right.
You know.
But it's the power of touch.
Yeah, it's intense.
Yeah.
It can heal.
Can you imagine this plan in love and in cuddling?
You're so silly.
On that note, thank you so
problem.
much for meeting with me. Y'all need to download In Love, okay? And also, where can we find you on social media?
B Williams Music. That's all of my everything.
Y'all hear that?
Go to B Williams Music.
Yes.
On Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and if you just go to my website, bwilliamsmusic.com, all the links are right there.
Y'all got that? All right. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Peace out.